Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat. Resolves.
Right.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello friends, DJ here. This is the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel, and today I have a brand new commander deck, and this is my personal deck that I have just built. It's Liesa, Shroud of Dusk. I like to call her Liesa. She's Liesa. Liesa is 2 white black for a 5/5 legendary angel. Rather than pay 2 for each previous time you've cast the spell from the command zone this game, pay 2 life that many times. Flying, lifelink, and whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. So no matter what, Liesa's only going to cost 5, so she's going to be on the battlefield a lot, which is great because that draining ability is very oppressive. It does a ton of damage because in Commander, people just play spells. It almost feels a little bit like a Rhystic Study where you just kind of have to say, oh, are you gonna take you're gonna take two, or like something like Comball. Comball is in the deck, and so it goes along really nicely. So it definitely makes you a little bit of the arch enemy because people feel the drain all the time, but man, it is just a powerful effect for sure. I love that it's always on the battlefield. I love that it has lifelink, and so it just feels super synergistic with this kind of deck. Coming out of Commander Legends, it's a pretty recent addition, but actually Khaldheim made a huge difference for angels. Valkyrie Harbinger is 4/5 lifelink and makes more angels. We know that this makes an angel token and gives all your angels double strike, turns into removal. It's crazy. This Rampage of the Valkyries makes an angel, but also becomes an edict effect every time an angel dies. Just amazing for this. We've got Freya, which lets you draw cards. And again, not the most powerful angel. It's an uncommon, but just amazing art to make up for it. We've got Righteous Valkyrie. Gaining life is going to be really important. You'll gain tons of it and then just becomes an anthem. And then Eradicator Valkyrie, just another black angel coming in, boasting away some of those incidental tokens you might have. And so this isn't even all the cards out of Khaldheim. Khaldheim was so good to angels, and this just kind of became the inspiration. By the way, if you don't recognize some of these cards, like these two, these came in special packs, like special packs of Khaldheim. They're not in the main set, so that might be why you're like, what about those cards? But just tons of angel support in Khaldheim. And I like that the angel support comes in black-white because that opens up a whole new realm. Previously, I had mentioned Lyra Dawnbringer. In fact, I made a Lyra Dawnbringer angel deck because classic white angels are so fun. Lyra's in this deck, of course, and we have a lot of nostalgia in here. Of course, I've got just OG Akroma. Actually, I have the original like Sarah Angel in this deck because Sarah Angel is just so iconic, and I know that there are better angels out there for 5. I showed you a bunch of them right now, but Sarah Angel just feels good. Avacyn has aged very well. You do want to protect your board, so making everything indestructible is great. Good old Baneslayer seems to be good. And of course, whenever I'm playing angels, I love to have the recursion of Bruna, but then just the combo of the Bruna Gisela to be able to turn into some gigantic, monstrous Eldrazi angel. So there's actually just a lot of fun across the board when it comes to angels. And not just fun, but flavor too. I mean, if we're talking about Akroma, you know, we can bring a board wipe in with Akroma's Vengeance. I know creature-based strategies and board wipes, but come on, the flavor's there. And you can go out of your way and find flavor wherever you want to. Like this Path to Exile shows an angel getting exiled. Anguish Unmaking is Sorin taking out Akroma, yeah. And then we also have like Akroma's Will, which will protect your board and just give your angels double strike. Yeah, that's like a good way to just close out a game. And then we have like Court of Grace, giving you that card draw over and over again, and then making angels too. So if you are looking for flavor, you can find it in a ton of different places. You can get that old nostalgia, and you can get that awesome flavor along with it. But of course, it's not just about flavor. You are looking for synergy. And the synergy that I've seen most often across angels is lifelink and life gain synergies. So Angel of Thune and Resplendent Angel, and then actually these two angels as well also do really well with life gain, just creating more and more angels. And of course, this is not the the end all be all. We've had angels in so many different sets, so I'm just showing you a little bit of it. So if we're going down the life gain road, we of course can supplement it with other life gain cards. Veto goes crazy. I like Witch of the Moors. It's kind of like a mini Shieldred for life gain. Heliod is definitely powerful. I think that Heliod could be included if you want to up the power level of this deck. You can put a Heliod Walking Ballista sort of package in here. A lot of decks I like to make have this kind of beat down fun strategy, but then can pivot into a combo win if you feel like you need to end the game, or if you're playing against a particularly difficult opponent. And so this could be a package that you include right there. Of course, including black means that you can include a lot more diversity, not just in angels, but also in just basic stuff like card draw. You know, greed, sign in blood, the removal package that we can have. Heck, even sort of the angels that we have access to. I mentioned the other black angels out of Khaldheim, but there are some old school black angels that I have love to include. Magister of Worth, bringing back your angels, but most likely just being another board wipe. The old classic Angel of Despair is just so much fun. I know that there are better cards out there. This is a little bit overcosted, but man, it's just a fun classic card. And then you can decide what direction to take your deck. Do you want to go the taxation sort of Staxy route? You could play Linvala or Kumbal or any of the other white or black sort of stacks pieces. Are you going to go the life gain route? Well, you can play an Ajani and Ajani's Pridemate. Keep making those. There's tons of life gain strategies out there too. One other value engine that's performed really well are these lands and spells together. Of course, I had Amiria's Call in there because it produced angels, but then when I looked at a bunch of other ones, they performed really well. Recursion in this deck, in white decks, is going to be really good. Unfortunately, we don't have an easy way to get all of these angels back, but I've gotten 2 or 3 back in the late game before, and on a land, it's just fantastic. And of course, these can be supplemented with some level of protection, some basic removal spells, even another level of protection. And so these cards have been just home runs in this deck, so I would try them out in any deck. This is kind of like a blanket suggestion to run these cards because they've been excellent. And that is, at its core, the Liesa Shroud of Dusk deck. Here's why I love it, okay? You always have access to your commander. Sometimes it feels like you can't do anything in a commander game, but when you can play your commander over and over again, it feels great. Okay? I like the life gain. It makes games go really long, and that's what this deck needs, because you have a critical mass of angels that start at like 5 CMC, you know, so you are pretty prepared in the late game for something big. I like that. I really like the combination of black and white together. Not only do I have access to some of my favorite angels, some of the most iconic ones, but I have access to black's card draw and some of the spicier new angels that I like a lot, specifically the ones straight out of Khaldheim. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this deck. I also want to thank my sponsor, Dragon Shield. I have these sleeved up in these amazing cards and sleeves inspired by Khaldheim. This particular one is the Fenrir deck sleeves. I love them a lot. There's also Loki sleeves. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick some of those up. I also want to thank CoolStuffInc. They're the sponsor of the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. If you use the coupon code JUMBO5, you'll save 5% off your order. And of course, I have to thank you for watching, my patrons for supporting me, and all the love I get every single day. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.